woke agenda! Hello, beautifuls. Welcome back to my Chanel, and welcome to another episode of Project Runway. Is Project Runway responsible for the woke agenda? We will find out today. A series which I am swiftly beginning to enjoy, my lovelies. I say swiftly beginning to enjoy. We are, in fact, on episode 8 today of season 2, and I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. Not sure you guys are, though, because the views are trending downwards, but you know what they say. Not everything McDonald's sells is a Big Mac. She's a businesswoman. Well, my lovelies, last time we saw Project Runway on ice. Some of the interesting designs were interesting. She's got a B-Tech! So today, the title of this episode is in fact Inspiration. And you know what I always say, the children yearn to be inspired. It's true! So, my lovelies, if you do not know me, my name is Luxeria, and I would love it if you subscribe to this channel. Here, I provide running commentary on oldie-worldy reality TV shows that perhaps might explain why the millennial mindset is damaged. Well, my lovelies, make sure you're sitting down comfortably, grab yourself a beverage, pop your little ochanger into your runway hole, and let's see what Project Runway has in store for us today, shall we? Yeah. Heidi Klum, who?
Everyone here is crazy.
Drama has to happen.
Crazy girl, she's a crazy girl.
3 finalists will make it to Olympus Fashion Week. You will see me at Fashion Week, but only one can be the winner.
Heck yeah, I'm gonna win this.
For these 16 designers, Project Runway is a chance of a lifetime.
She's like, Right, here we go. Back into the Matrix. Every time I forget, it's the Matrix, this colour grading. It's like the people in the editing room were just like, do you know what I love? Green.
I don't know. I did not sleep well last night. I'm exhausted. It was good to win, but I don't want to get sidetracked. It's really down to the wire now. Anyone can be eliminated at this point.
When have you ever, in any other reality TV show, except perhaps Big Brother, seen... Oh my god, look. She's a praying mantis! When have you ever seen the contestants loading the dishwasher?
I'm going to cream.
Anyone can be eliminated at this point.
In this past challenge,
what I had made for Sasha Cohen was pretty ridiculous and horrible.
Yes,
with this
I would
next
agree.
challenge, I'm not taking any chances.
Yes.
I'm not going to do something over the top.
I'm gonna do my best and see.
Apparently, me and Santino have the same lip balm on today. Orange and a little bit upsetting.
I'm gonna do my best and see where it gets me.
Have you not been doing that already? Doing your best and seeing where it gets you? Music.
Hello.
Hello, girl.
Ready for your next challenge?
Yes.
She's got one of those.
Okay,
Alice,
this
is there
challenge
an
is
Alice
about
there?
what drives your creativity as a fashion designer.
Her outfit here is very Cyberdog, but make it knitwear.
What about a lovely V-neck cashmere jumper?
About what drives your creativity as a fashion designer. Inspiration. I'm going to send you off to meet with our very own Michael Kors. He's going to talk to you about what inspires him and fill you in on the rest of the details. But first, let's bring out the winning and losing designers' models.
Oh yes, of course, we have to cull them, don't we? Cull the models. Oh yes, this music.
Models.
They're not even allowed
There's also
shoes.
a competition
Like, what
for
is
you
this?
as well. The model paired with a winner of Project Runway will get a fashion spread in Elle magazine. Zulema,
Spread those cheeks!
you were the winner.
A very different type of runway. Plainer C. Zulema.
You were the winner of the last challenge.
Where?
And your model was Rachel. If you decide to stay with Rachel, then Shannon will be out. If you decide to change models, I will bring out all the models for you to make the switch. What do you want to do?
Wait, can she steal a model from someone else?
Today am going to choose to change models. So I would like to have the models come out.
Okay.
The woke agenda!
Let's bring them.
Gag! We've not seen someone be like, do you know what? In the bin, ever, with the models on this show. Oh my god, Zulema. Trendsetter, capitalist dynasty, the culling of the proletariat. Can you tell I've just watched the ContraPoints video?
Why is no one talking about the cuck tent?
Zulema or Karl Marx?
Tune in next week and find out.
Clickbait! And before we find out who Zulema has chosen, would you like a top comment from the last episode, Project Runway. And that is by Archer's Arrows. And they say, "I'm not going to make it to the pageant" has become a commonly used phrase among an office full of finance bros in Toronto. I think it's important that you know how far your global reach is. And you know what? This brought me so much joy when I read it earlier, because imagine this. You work in finance. You're in the office. You've got a looming deadline. The bros are around you, and you hear one away in the distance say, "I don't think I'm going to make it to the pageant." Gagged. She's earned her stars. Do people earn stars in the office? I've not worked with finance bros. Do you know what they do? What do they do all day? Not make it to the pageant, apparently. Everyone's like, "How dare you?"
All right, Zulema.
Even Heidi is like, "Are you sure?"
Who do you want to switch Rachel with?
I would like to have a walk-off between the following 3 models: Danielle, Tara, and Shannon.
Ooh. Oh, look.
It's a
gagged.
walk-off.
So we're just going to step back and have a little walking session going on right here. Why don't we?
I was sort of thinking this would be something that Zulema would do. Once we realized that it was going to happen, you could feel the tension between all of us.
Oh, I see. So they're all already engaged models. Oh.
Zulema's walk-off.
The drama.
Man, that was a twist. You know, up until this point, everyone who won still just was loyal to their own model.
Well, we are halfway through the season. It's time for some drama. I wonder if production were like, "Go on, Zulema, get your pussy
I
out,
haven't had
girl."
enough time to study the girls themselves, so I said, you know what? They all have the same outfit on. You get to see how they move. Why not a walk-off?
And Heidi
All right,
was also
Zulema.
included.
You've seen them walk. Which one do you want?
All of us were just on edge, just hoping that
All
she
of them
didn't
were
take our
edging,
girl.
gooning over the
I
opportunity.
choose Tara.
Oh, so does she get kicked out then?
Literally, my throat just dropped to my stomach, and I just want to, like, throw up.
Oh, wait, there's a switch.
I personally
Snatched.
think that Zulema did know that she was going to pick Tara. For the most part, the walk-off was just Zulema being dramatic.
All right, Zulema. You pick Tara. That means Rachel will be now Nick's model.
The woke agenda! Conspiracy girl! Oh, he's like, "You know what? Didn't really want you, so why don't you
All
just
the
go
models?
home?"
You can leave the runway. Thank you.
Wow. Oh,
Rachel.
Backstage. It's going to be explosive backstage. You just know it. Oh my God, what an exciting episode. Wow.
You can leave the runway. Thank you.
Rachel was very, very, very angry, and the whole time she kept looking at me like, "I can't believe this bitch did this." And I was like, "Well, I can't believe she did it either."
I
you gonna
changed
get revenge?
models because
Snatch
my
her
model
back?
cannot walk. I can't be concerned with Nick. Do a good job, win next week, and take her back.
I'm sorry, Shannon.
mean,
you're out.
true.
Auf Wiedersehen. All right, you have your models. Are you ready to get inspired? Michael Kors is waiting for
Bye.
you. And I see you back here on the runway.
God, I'm all, my heart rate is elevated. I've got gowns. Handbags at dawn. Handbags in the walls. You know it's designer because the handbags are in the walls. Just beat my elbow.
Heidi hinted for our next challenge that it would
Not Heidi hinted. Heidi hinted? Heidi hints to who?
What are you talking about?
Heidi hinted for our next challenge that it would have to do with inspiration, something that obviously every designer needs.
Hey guys.
Hello.
Morning. So why don't you come on back?
No.
We're going to talk about the challenge coming up.
Hey, Brian, hello, everybody.
I wanted to talk to you guys about inspiration.
Right.
And you know, every designer works differently. You know, some people are more abstract in their inspiration, some people are more specific. This is a fabulous picture of a woman named Doris Duke. And she was the tobacco heiress, and she kind of broke the rules. She was like an East Coast girl who moved to Hawaii and had an affair with a surfer in the 40s. People were shocked. And we started.
Maybe I've got 2025 vision, but is that shocking? I imagine probably, well, actually, no, a public affair probably would have been quite the talk of the town, wouldn't it, back in the day?
And we started thinking about that whole era of Hawaiiana in the 40s. And then what happens for me, I start with the mood, and I started thinking, okay, Doris Duke. If Doris Duke was around today, what would she pack? Where is she
Florals
going?
in pink
Start
for
fooling around
spring.
with color. I mean, so there's a color board for a whole collection. It's all about how to take that first picture, that idea of Doris Duke, and how do you turn it into a whole collection. So,
I mean, you could
inspiration
just,
is...
basically, girls, I hate to destroy the illusion of capitalist art. It is essentially how well you can explain in a marketing pitch why people should buy your products. And if you're really good at it, you could do what Hermes does, where people have to buy a product they don't even want in order to get into your good books. One could even argue that the basis of all success in a capitalist society is how good your marketing is. How much desire can your marketing campaign create in those with the money to spend? The woke agenda! Conspiracy girls! Capitalism. The real woke agenda?
Absolutely not.
So, inspiration is our thought today. I've got a little I've got gifts for you guys. We all love a gift.
A bomb?
Terry cloth cashmere, think again.
Nice.
Invisible.
Yeah.
A digital camera!
It's digital for everyone
it's like
here.
he's watched
Okay,
Luxeria
that's
Labs.
yours.
Someone the other day said Luxeria Labias, and I was like, I did this to myself. I'm going to interject here and plug my own channel. If you love photography and the aspect of travel and creating content with what's available at your fingertips, please subscribe to my second channel, Luxeria Labs. Go over and watch it. It's pretty good. We have a lot of fun over there.
Okay, Cara, that's yours.
You get 4
Andre, that is
megapixels and a dream.
Go. There are strings attached.
I bet you these
You have
cameras
an
now go
hour.
for like £3
You
million
get to walk
on eBay.
anywhere in New York. You're gonna take pictures, and then you are gonna go through the pictures, and you're gonna pick one. One shot.
Interesting.
It can be anything that provokes you, and then you make a fabulous garment, and then you get to show us that garment, and we get to see your train of thought.
Do you know what? I actually really like this challenge. I love it so much because there is the concept of like one photo, one idea, one concept can completely solidify your trajectory as an artist in this world. It can be a colour, it can be a feeling, it can be a mood, it could be a landscape photograph. She's got a degree. I actually really, really like this. I kind of wish they maybe had have brought in like a fashion photographer or someone to teach them how to look at, or maybe even like a little mini masterclass on like how to look at lighting and get the best out of a photo just before you go off and take some photos. I don't know. I would have loved that, but maybe Nigel Bisquiche was busy.
And we get to see your train of thought. We're excited to see it, and we'll see you back on the runway.
See you on the runway. See you in the magazines. See you at the debt collector's office.
Let's go. Want to go over here?
Right, off we go. These paparazzi are everywhere. Oh, upskirt. Lawrence should go to prison.
Just keep your eyes open. It's here.
What would you do? What would I do for
1 hour.
this? If I was trying to design a collection that represented me, but also my artistic idea, maybe I would look at dramatic lighting between dark and light areas of a photo. So perhaps I would look at some very famous, important building and look at how the light cascades off of that, obscuring the view of things around it. And maybe then I would use those obscure shapes and lines and contrast to create perhaps a capsule collection of 3 things.
We had 1 hour to take photos of things, objects,
New
people,
York, like
whatever that
steam,
inspires us.
I'm just happy I'm not with Santino because I know he's going crazy.
Dizziness,
Great color.
time capsule.
It's a cool way to begin a design
Fuck
challenge.
you, girls!
I walked
So
to like 7th and 23rd Street. I took about 80 pictures and saw some really amazing things.
Do we need the booty shot? Is that necessary?
Oh, this is great. Bubbles.
A
I shot
publiage.
mainly a lot of buildings. I didn't want to mess with people. I like buildings. I like lines and stuff. So it actually was perfect for me to shoot that.
Yes, smooth line.
I based
Bold
my design
statement.
off of a no trespassing, danger, no trespassing sign that I saw on a building. I kind of thought of the restrictions of things in this crazy, crazy place.
Can you get your head
Yes,
out of
actually
my
that's
picture,
really good.
please?
Bright colours often indicate danger.
Do you mind
so
if I take a
perhaps
photo of
contrast
you?
and danger.
This African woman came down the street and she had this beautiful red dress on. That's basically what inspired me.
Oh, those were not good photos. But you know what? She's not a photographer.
Barely.
My inspiration might be a little bit at a loss. I get inspired by my models. I'm sad that Tara's not my model. Do I understand or respect Zulema's decision for causing tension? That's her own thing. Was it a wise decision? Probably not. If you're not kind, you're not going to get kind as bad.
Well, it definitely got ratings, didn't it? Because even I, 20 years later, I'm like,
So nice.
How'd you get that?
ooh. Are we seeing a blossoming?
We got back to the workroom and we printed photographs. We were to pick from all those photos one photo and design an outfit inspired by that photograph.
After editing through everything that I had photographed, I decided on a picture of parts of overlapping graffiti. I think it would be really a great achievement to take a wall that had spray paint layers and do something that looked so high art and couture.
Oh, that's pretty. That's a Michael Kors.
Potential. There's potential there. I mean, this was 20 years ago.
The picture that I ended up choosing was actually the first picture that I took, and it was these gorgeous orchids in the lobby at Michael Kors' studio. I thought they were beautiful, and that's what inspired me the most.
It's pretty.
Very,
The final
Fuego
photo I chose
Aero.
was,
No, what's it called? You know, the early 2000s office chic, where everything is like aquarium themed, silver, blue, corporate offices, but also like Imagineer the future. What's that called? Fugatero Aero or something.
Oh, don't be ridiculous, Andrea. Everybody wants this.
The final photo that I chose was a photograph of some dirty water in a gutter, something that you wouldn't normally notice as beautiful, but the way the sun was shining and the way the light was reflected, it sort of glistens, and there's these rocks that sort of sparkle like jewels. I always like to take something that's humble or lowly or ugly.
She's kind, she's humble.
And apply like the big charm gun to it and make it pretty.
I mean, yes.
Oh, please. My mood made it a little difficult to sort of concentrate on that. I wanted to find something that inspired me. To be honest, I'm usually more inspired by my models.
What are these little printers? I love these. Maybe I could get it. They look like a GameCube. GameCube 5x4 printer.
Hi, everybody.
A demon!
Can I ask you to gather around?
No, you can't. Sorry, we're voting you off the island. This is now Survivor.
I
Get your
care
shit on.
tremendously about each and every one of you, and that's why it's tough love time. My perception is that the work for the last couple of challenges is, for the most part, quite lackluster.
Ooh!
You really
You're all
need
going home.
to wake up.
A 7-way elimination.
Coming up
Oh my
on
god!
Project...
Ow! Piss! What's Bobbertha going to say next?
It's tough love time. You really need to wake up.
Beat!
Tim wanted to kind of give us a
Wake up!
reality check. He had things to say about all of us designers, and not all good.
Daniel, you always excite me in the early phases of your designing, but then it seems that you lose momentum. And you fall short of the potential that your work could really achieve.
God, that's
Chloe,
quite, that's quite a way of dealing a compliment to someone, isn't it? There was a scene in Vicious, which was a gay sitcom years and years and years ago. It had Ian McKellen, and I can't remember the other actor, but he's also very famous and well respected. And there's a very famous insult in that show that I really remember because it made me absolutely wet myself because it's such a cutting thing to say.
Don't you look smart? I see you're wearing an extra chin for the occasion.
What a great creative process you have. Such a shame that you fall down the well, never to be seen again.
Hello. Chloe, I'm afraid that if you don't push the
I'm
envelope
afraid.
and step out of your comfort zone, that we're going to hear that you're a one note.
Okay.
Zulema, please take risks.
I don't know if mine is more about risk, if it's more about time management and not be able to
She
finish.
did take risks.
The judges
her
don't care.
first runway, let's be honest, it was quite a risk because the dress was so short. Pussy out.
And not be able to finish.
The judges don't care.
Yeah.
They accept the time constraints.
What Tim
They
told
do
me sort
care.
of threw me. I
That
have
is
to push it
not
more.
true.
Whatever I did before, it has
Sorry,
to be
Bobita.
2 times better.
Cara, you're the only one of the designers remaining who hasn't won a challenge. You really need to step away from work that looks like we could buy it on Madison Avenue. Santino, you are in serious jeopardy. And I reserve that comment only for you.
Yeah. He was just like, you're gonna be out. Yeah, I take what he said very seriously. I think he's totally right.
Andre and Nick, I have the same 3 words for both of you.
You've got gout.
More ambitious.
Be more ambitious.
What's he talking about? I have been ambitious. I think it was more of a slap.
So this new challenge is the perfect opportunity.
We're getting a lot of content from him today. I wonder if he's going to be in the botty. Stinky poo poo wee wee bot bot.
Mr. Speaker, stinky stinky poopy wee wee. Stinky poopy bot bot. Mr. Speaker, won't somebody change my nappy because I've done a big fiscal deficit?
This new challenge is the perfect opportunity for you to step out of the metaphorical box and really show what you can achieve as designers. Okay?
No.
That was probably the last straw for me. I was going through a whole gamut of emotions at the time, and to be honest, I'm just over it and over the whole show. There's a part of me that wants to just be done with it.
He's gonna leave. Is Nick gonna leave?
You have until midnight tonight. So let's get our photograph, our inspiration source, and let's go shopping.
Shopping! Oh, look, these paparazzi.
Tim gave all of us a reality check. I think I'm definitely capable of so much more. We received $100 and 30 minutes a mood for this challenge.
What's your inspiration?
Inspiration is Japanese sleekness.
Oh, all right. That's exciting.
I wanted to play on texture, so I wanted for the bottom to do like a stretched tweed, and then on the top I opted
daytime tweed.
Daytime tweed with an evening chiffon.
Beautiful silk organza. It's
And
kind
an
of
evening
a light
chiffon.
champagne color.
I need like an ombre chiffon, like gray.
A chiffon girl.
Just
Oh
what
God, I
gives
just
it to
love
me.
these
I'm
words.
really trying to
these
do
fashion
something
words and
tasteful
materials.
and beautiful.
What other fabrications do you have that are ombre?
And lo and behold, I find an identical match to the picture. It's just a stroke of good luck.
Bisexual flag.
Where's your head right now in terms of how you're thinking?
I'm thinking one dress because a dress can be finished quickly. I have time management issues. I just need to figure this out very quickly. I don't work with darks, so I think this is something that would be definitely different for me.
All right.
Okay.
I'll leave you alone.
Tim, can I ask for your
sure.
opinion, advice? I'm still thinking what would look best on a blonde model because I've been switched.
What happened?
Zulema took my model.
Snatched.
There is a switch.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, when I think about Zulema's model,
Yeah.
oh, jeez. She's such a problem. She's like an elongated marshmallow.
I know.
She has those Gumby legs, and she's such a stiff walking.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Exactly.
That's a whole new thing. Oh, you have a...
Oh my God, I thought Bobatha was like a nice lady, but that is particularly a heinous crime.
Cancelled!
She's like an elongated marshmallow with blah 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 legs. Like, oh, Bobatha. That's a bit unnecessary, isn't it? You could be like, well, she is a challenging model and you're going to have a challenge here today. You don't need to personally insult this poor woman.
Oh, you have even more than a challenge.
Yeah, exactly.
As if Bobatha didn't know. Fashion Avenue. At the corner of West and 7th. Is that how you say that? Am I a New Yorker? Not for the next 4 years, at least. God, the music is a bit like, and they're walking into the wake. The parlor is in procession. Open casket. Oh, bum pads.
I do have a slightly closer relationship with Nick. I think that the walk-off really kind of wore him down quite a bit. All of us have our breaking points.
Why didn't you have a
What are
little
you thinking about? I'm not. I'm done.
Oh.
It's fucked
Is he
up.
gonna leave? I think he might
Like I said,
leave.
I'm done.
I feel like that's where this show is leading us.
You want to watch me? I'm done.
Shut up. Go home because you deserve to go home, not because of some technical detail, babe.
This
But
is
it's not
kind of
just
part
that.
of the competition, though, isn't it?
I know.
I don't want to be here.
Like, this is the reality TV part. Oh, no,
If
Nick!
you really don't, that's your choice, but before you totally give it in, just make sure you're thinking bigger picture.
Thank you.
I love you.
You too.
Oh.
Daniel, he's 24, but he sort of gave me a speech. And he's like, you need to stop sulking and acting like you want to leave the show. And he snapped me back. He read me. I was like, yeah, you're right. I've come this far. I came to New York to be in the top 3, if not win. So I'm going for it each time, and I'm going
Oh,
for
I mean,
it
like,
today,
that's a lot of
you know?
emotions for
Here
2
we go.
minutes.
Let's see what Nick can do.
Okay, Nick. All right. Oh, you got me there, girly wig. Thread that bobbin on the game. Thread that bobbin on the game. A chiffon dynasty. Oh! Chiffons at dawn. That edit there, I'm sorry, that is reality TV gold. Look, he's like, I hate you, Zulema. She's like, you too, bitch. Love it. Dinner break. He's gonna throw his food at Zulema. How dare you!
I don't understand these people. I mean, it's almost like we're in kindergarten.
Yeah, Meryl Streep got cast.
You are in drama, though. Like,
it's not that the others aren't being cordial to me, but you know how people look at you at the cut of their eye? It's just like they're talking to you, but they're always looking at you like, I'm watching you.
Yes. Well, you have proverbially shat in the pasta, haven't you?
Excuse me. If I win tomorrow, I'll be switching models tomorrow too. And if I win the competition after that, I'm gonna switch again. And every time I win, I'm gonna switch models. It's nothing
Famous
personal.
last
It's
words,
just
girly
business.
wig. Win!
Coming up on Project Runway.
Daniel, I think what you've created is delicious. Designers, rock the Casbah.
Whenever I'm in a bad mood and I just need to laugh, I always ask Santino to do an impression of Tim.
Designers, up until now, you've all f***ing sucked. However, go out there and kick butt.
Oh, it's just so sad, isn't it, when the worst person you know has made a funny.
Go out there and kick butt.
Nick.
Yes.
That was close.
So what are you doing?
Well, I remember we talked about this goddess in the fountain.
Right.
And this is how I would see her dress. So decided to do a bias cut skirt.
All right, just make sure that she walks this.
Yes, I know, because it's
incredibly
really,
well.
Exactly, because that's
Make
very
her skin.
important.
Oh, yeah.
She's
She
got
walks
Hello.
stiff.
Yeah, no, she's
It's
got
not gonna work.
Exactly, she has to
Nobody
own
wants a
this.
stiff woman.
Santino. Oh, wow. All right. You're in a new zone.
Yeah.
You're there. You'll show them. How's Andre?
It's supposed to feel like gutter water.
Though you know that. Looking at this, I don't know that.
I don't know.
Be more ambitious. Now I see what you mean about the diagonal.
That idea that she's no trespassing, kind of,
I get it.
you know what I'm saying?
I just don't think you want to be literal-minded.
This one was difficult because I didn't know where to start from. I couldn't get my head around it.
It's
Well,
ugly.
you know, in fashion, there's this very fine line between being funny and being witty. And very few people can achieve the wit
Costuming.
as opposed to it being a
Costuming.
joke.
No, I don't want it to be a joke.
No, you don't.
I don't want to make a joke
I
of
think it's, I
myself
mean,
right now.
right now, I really feel you've got the potential for doing this here. So, Zulema, where
Oh,
are you with
Zulema.
your garment?
I don't know. I just don't know. Right now, I just don't have anything. I have the
God,
top,
nobody's
I don't have a
prepared.
bottom. Time management has always been an issue with me because things need to be made properly. I don't know how to make things improperly. I kept thinking about what you said about like taking more risk. I think I take a lot of risks, but then I'm now thinking to myself, what more can I do? Had Tim not say take more risks, I would have just made something. I have to say I kept harping and obsessing over what Tim said.
All right, I'm leaving you alone. Daniel,
I can see it.
that's stunning.
Daniel!
And it still allows for movement.
That is stunning.
Thank you.
Yes.
It's the Santino effect. I just can't stop touching it.
No, don't get seduced.
Do you know what? It is giving an orchid.
Yes, yes.
Although literal, it's getting the point across.
Don't
Make unnecessary journeys!
get seduced by the Santino effect or we'll all crash and burn. Oh, sorry.
Santino.
Sorry, Santino. I meant that only in the nicest way.
Now I see how you talk about me when you think I'm not around.
No, I tease about you. Okay, everyone, you have 2.5 hours.
Until
Get
you
rid
all
of
turn
any
into
self-doubts.
pumpkins.
Just do it and blow those judges
I think
away.
Nike said that first, actually. Just do it! Go! Just don't! Just go home! Think about what you've done! Ooh, you got uplifting punk music on the go. She doesn't even know what she's doing to go.
Time
Go,
is
go,
a
go!
major factor
On
for
the
this
game.
challenge. We have less time than we've had on almost every other challenge.
A steaming
This is a
pile.
f***ing fashion design
of
marathon. It's the Iron Man triathlon of fashion.
Is it? Is it that?
I have nothing. Time is almost
Zulema.
up. I'll figure something out. I always do. Whether I'll like it is the big question.
Oh gosh, the werewolves are here.
Are you okay, Nick?
Come on, let's hear it.
I mean, yeah, for a minute I wanted to cut her, but I've already. I mean, you know, it's a competition. Fine. If I win next time, I may take Tara back. You want to me? Well, you can't.
I mean, that's the whole nature of reality TV, isn't it? How exciting, girly wings! Oh no! Day of the week.
Zulema, honey, we've got 15 minutes.
Thank you. For me, the stakes are very high. It would mean everything if I won. I could start my line. That's some seed money. I mean, anyone who says they're not here to win should go home now because they've already lost.
Ready, guys?
I mean, that is the essence of a competition, but there's also like an unspoken rule that if you want to be liked after a competition ends, you kind of still need to remain likable under competitive conditions. It's so easy to be the villain, but it's hard to be a villain that's likable, and that takes a lot of work. And in a competitive environment, you have to remember the competition itself is work.
Ready, guys? Yeah, we've been ready.
Are you ready for the pageant?
Oh, such a little bitch.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Tim.
The time has come. Your models are here.
Lip sync
So you have an
for your
hour
garment.
to bring them to the Theresa May hair salon and to the L'Oreal Paris makeup room to prep them for the runway
100
show.
Val Garland is
Okay? So I'm sending them in.
Okay.
All right, good
Weeks.
luck, everybody.
Right, off we go.
How are you doing? Quick try on. I still need to do some sewing, but
The outfit Zulema made for me to wear, I did not like at all.
Oh my god,
It
this
was
is the first time we've ever heard a model speak. Hello, Tara.
I did not like at all.
Okay.
What was the theme?
inspiration.
It was not finished. When I got there, she had to basically sew it on me and kept poking me with needles. It was horrible.
Okay.
I'm gonna model extra hard not to prove Zulema wrong, just to be able to stay with Nick, because Nick is my favorite.
Okay. And all of a sudden I'm like, okay, I hope she can walk. I hope she can walk. Please, 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 God, I hope she can walk. Yeah, exactly, like Slinky.
Oh, slinky office lady. Like, this is kind of what I was thinking. Like, using shade and light to create
my new model.
an environment. Maybe he'll end up with both models.
Okay, because we just want to pull it straight back, and I'd want her to appear as the flower.
The music is so chaotic.
Yeah, I want it to look like coal.
Danger, no trespassing.
Danger, girl. Danger. Oh, look. Airbrushing. Ooh.
Andre, your garment doesn't have a back on it.
Every day, every time we see Santino, he looks more and more and more like Rasputin. It's frighteningly alarming.
Your garment doesn't have a back on it.
Blah, blah, Rasputin competer on season 2.
Okay, everybody, this is it.
F***ing shit.
We're leaving. If you
We're
stay
leaving.
here, you self-eliminate. Come, come.
Are you ready
Hi.
for the runway, girl?
Welcome to the runway. As you know, in fashion, one day you're in, and the next day you might be out.
Out!
There's 7 of you now, and after tonight, there will be 6. This challenge was about inspiration. We gave you 1 hour to run around Manhattan, taking pictures of things that inspire you. We're going to judge you on how well you translated this inspiration into a final look.
Yes, quite.
We gave you $100 and 1 day to put it together. Let's meet the judges.
Let's not.
The fabulous Michael Kors, king
Hello.
of jet set American style. Nina Garcia, fashion director of Elle magazine.
Ellen.
And the winner of our last Project Runway season, Jay
Oh
McCall.
no, a spoiler. Hello.
We will be scoring your designs as they come down the runway. One of you will be named the
I love
winner,
it when they invite a winner back.
and one of you will be out.
Self-referential shows I quite enjoy. Especially when they're big, exciting shows.
Let's start the show.
Right, the drama girls, are you ready? Ooh. No.
Tim,
Tim said to me that
Very
I needed
Ghost.
to be
I
ambitious.
feel like Ghost would make
Changing
this.
gutter water into an evening gown is definitely ambitious. And it came
contrasty
out
enough.
as something really beautiful and glamorous that I was very proud of.
Not for me. Although I do like how it moves and the light and the dark in the trail.
For me, the inspiration was the bins. Danger, no trespassing. I thought that I really brought the message across, so I definitely think the inspiration translated into the garment.
Do you know, I don't hate it. Oh, controversial. I'm not sure I like it, but I also don't know if I hate it. Ooh!
The piece that I made for the inspiration challenge, I was pretty happy with.
also very
I
Ghost.
felt like I had to slap it together at the last minute.
Yeah, I'm not
but
sure I like
overall,
how it's
I
like
thought there was
a
a real
bustier with a
stroke of
curtain
good
on.
luck to find the fabric that I did.
I do like the fabric choice, but it could have been a bit more harmonious. Oh, business witch. Okay, this does look quite couture, actually.
My inspiration concept was taken from an orchid, and it's
I
just
see
kind
it.
of the juxtaposition between having this very
Juxtaposed
delicate,
texture.
very kind of feminine flower, and I'm hoping the judges will really see the entire inspiration.
I'm getting Vera Wang from that. Do we get Madame Wang?
When Grace walked down the runway, I felt the garment looked good, it looked finished. You can see how I was inspired by my inspiration picture. I was pretty happy with the whole thing.
Yes, every day. Yes, every day. Every day, every
She
way.
came out
I love
and
it.
She glided down the runway.
She
Honey,
did.
she
She
just
glid.
looked divine. Just really made me smile.
I think Nick might win, and Zulema's going home. That does not look like that at all, but I love it nevertheless. Right. This is the red. Ooh.
This is my first runway with Tara. She's a fantastic model. She has a really good body, and I like the way she walks. And I thought that her look and her body would complement my clothing.
I don't like how this shape. I don't like this shape. I wish it was more like it's just kind of a shape. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I hope Nick wins. I mean, it's my favourite, so I'm obviously biased. Cut on the bias.
Designers, we've tallied your scores. I'm going to keep all of you on the runway.
Oh,
I'll bring out your models.
Scandal.
We will
Everyone
ask you
gets
some
feedback.
questions. One of you will be named the winner, and one of you will be out. Let's bring out the models.
Yes, let's. This music is so Blade Runner.
All right.
Wow,
the
that's quite a
first
hairstyle.
designer I'm going to grill is Daniel.
Daniel!
Tell us a little bit about your photo, your inspiration.
The first photo I actually took was 2 orchids in this nice, clear, solid vase. I wanted a pedestal almost for the flower. And then
I
brought
actually
in detailing
really
and
like
whatnot
this, and that
for the blossom.
rouging
I
is
really
so
like
unusual.
what you did, Dan, and I think you executed it very, very beautifully.
You did a great job. I like that you picked something that is genuinely beautiful to be
He
inspired
looks like he's
by,
going to be sick.
rather than just
Genuinely
something
quite
random.
beautiful.
I agree. I can totally see it. You know, you look at the picture and it translates.
Yes, absolutely.
Next
Gold
designer
star,
is
you've hit the
Chloe.
brief, you
I wanna
did
start with
beautifully.
Jay.
I feel like the picture was so overwhelmingly geometric and had such an interesting perspective.
Yes.
So I just wanted it to be more geometric.
I'm with you, but for the time that I got, it was like the best that I could come up with.
Oh, listen, honey, I've been there. So I'm kind of working off of the picture of the Chrysler building.
It reminds me of the Chrysler building.
Was this Chrysler? I've been there. I mean, don't tell me that.
I like the juxtaposition of the hard and the soft. I think you also picked a very hard
I wish
inspiration.
the lines were
and maybe
slightly
it doesn't really come through.
like this.
But I like this dress.
Beat!
Cara.
When I was walking around the city and I just really saw all these post no bills and no
bold colours,
trespassing,
aren't they?
and I feel like the city, as much as it's so inviting and so, it can also be so offensive and stay away and get away, and it stops you in your tracks, or it moves you forward in your tracks. I mean, if you stop and look, we're surrounded by hundreds and hundreds of signs.
That's a big talk you just had.
Yeah.
Da, 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 da. The talk doesn't match the dress.
Yeah.
It's very simple and
I
simple.
actually disagree with you. I think simplicity has its voice, and I must be honest with you that I think this speaks volumes.
I mean, Donna Karan has based an empire on New York City iconography. I think you did something very literal.
Andre, tell us a little bit
I
about
don't
your
think it's the
picture, your
worst, though.
inspiration.
My picture is literally a picture of dirty gutter water in New York City.
Mm-hmm.
I
It's just
wanted to make
plain.
something very beautiful out of this ugly thing.
For me, this is the most inspired one, I think, from the picture.
Really?
I definitely saw it, I got it. And I like the idea of you taking ugly things and trying to make them pretty.
I think it's always intriguing to take something that other people don't notice, and you turned it into something glamorous. All in all, it's pretty great looking.
And it looks very expensive. It does not look like $100, so.
Good point.
Actually, I will give it that. It doesn't
Why
look like
don't you
$100.
tell me a little bit about what inspired you, what your photo is?
I believe it was a fabric store, and it was just in the window, and it just struck me, and I took a photo of it. So I thought of water, I thought of the ocean, and I sort of also thought of
I don't like that hem.
like Paris Hilton in Greece, strolling with her Greek boyfriend down the beaches of Mykonos. So that's what inspired me.
Okay.
Once again, big story.
Yeah, I don't
It's-
get
it's
any of that.
These stories, you know, it's like, I kind of want to look at it and I feel like
I
that's...
remember you doing a lot of those stories yourself, too, though.
No, that was Austin. The
You too.
wind came and swept it away, and I was never talking about Mykonos. I don't know where you kids are from.
Clocked, Heidi,
I think the top is
clocked.
great looking. What it has to do with Mykonos, I don't know.
Yeah.
Zulema,
Oh.
tell us about your inspirational picture.
Interesting.
I saw this African woman in traditional garb. I said, let me use Western cut and use certain elements, color and various other things.
Can I say,
Various
Zulema, this
other
is
things.
the third time that I've seen something of yours that has an execution problem. And I think that is so important in a designer
No,
to
it's
execute it
extreme.
well and to present it well.
I 100%.
Because everybody here, your counterparts,
She put a
Some of
target
them
on
have
her back
exceptional
and didn't
presentation.
thrive, so
I
immediately.
totally agree.
To me, it looks like a debutante dress gone wrong.
At the
kind of like
debutante
the trashy
ball.
debutante in
Yeah, what
town
is-
in the
what is
red
the
dress,
chest happening
and her
with the-
mother's a
the-
bad home sewer.
The
I mean,
breast
it
area.
it
What is
looks
happening
so
there? I'm
home-sewn.
not into that.
Tim talked to me about taking risks and doing something different. This is extremely different for me. When Tim says something, you have to listen, but I have
Tim
to say
did
that.
not make this.
No, I'm not saying Tim made this dress. No, that's not what he was talking about. He was, no. Let me go back.
You executed it, and it's poorly executed.
Santino, tell us a
Can't
little
deny
bit
that.
about your picture, your inspiration.
The picture that I chose to interpret was a wall that had multi-layers of graffiti writing on it.
Yes.
I love the juxtaposition of taking something that's underground and street and making something that's high art and expensive.
I wrote 4 words on my card. Did you watch last season?
Yeah.
Okay. Austin's Scarlet Grammy dress. That's all I could see.
See that?
Yes. Oh my God, that's the same exact fabric he used.
Gorgeous.
It's exactly
I
that.
think it is exactly.
Anyone remember that?
Yes, of course.
Yes.
Oh my God.
And same colors.
Same color, same everything.
Same everything.
But the other one is
Yeah.
much better.
But for me, I mean, the
design,
skirt is like
much
massive,
better.
you know?
She looks big and the waist is too high. I feel like, a big butt is hiding underneath that dress kind of thing.
Well, I know a few women who could use that dress.
I did want to do something different.
That's commendable.
And I'm listening. I swear I'm listening. It's.
But it's
But
in
I
the
understand.
finishing.
It's the
I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's totally in the finishing.
And
You
I
push yourself past your
Right.
usual thing, which, hey, hats off to that.
Thank you, Michael.
What about hats on to achieving the
Okay,
win?
we're gonna have a little chat. And I'm gonna
Santino's
call
been
you
in the
back.
bottom like
You can
many
leave the
weeks in a
runway.
row, but he will never go because he brings drama to the stage. Right, what are they going to say behind their back, girls? Let's have a little sneaky listen.
I like Chloe's dress. I thought Chloe's dress was pretty.
No.
I could see her vision from her picture.
It was there, but it wasn't fully finished, fully flushed out, but it was pretty.
It's a bit like a lampshade.
Honestly, I looked at Kara's. I mean, a 45-minute explanation for a dress that could take 10 minutes to sew. Who cares? It's a tube dress with a piece of tape wrapped around it.
I mean, he's not wrong, but he is also awful.
Nick's was not memorable to me.
My God, if I see another fishtail gown, I can't.
I love
How
it,
did
though.
Paris Hilton's boyfriend get involved in this whole story? I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, they could have kept going.
Endless. I thought
My favorites
Zulema
always
was
end up
just
going,
a
don't they?
nightmare. No inspiration taken from the picture, really. No energy. Then executed poorly.
I just think that poor presentation or execution is just not acceptable.
No.
I mean, it needs to be presented well. It needs to look finished. It's part of being a designer and you know, part of being professional.
Well, it's just communicating your artistic vision, isn't it?
I just loved Andre's. I thought that was the most, I don't know, maybe it's his demeanor or something.
I think with Andre's dress, it translates exactly from the picture.
You knew what the inspiration was.
And the most important thing, it looked expensive.
Yeah.
Finished and sophisticated and well made.
So Andre's won this week.
I prefer Dan.
I thought it was very sophisticated, and I thought it was
Oh no,
very
yes,
well
absolutely.
executed.
He needs to win. This one. This one.
You know, he changed your eye. He changed the silhouette. I'm a full Dan fan. I thought it was chic, great looking.
I agree.
Santino.
A garden center's convention elite fashion wear.
Granted, that's part of what his whole shtick is, but
I mean, with this
poor.
picture, he could have completely Santino'd that outfit to death.
Totally.
And then it would have looked like a graffiti thing.
You know,
and I'm sorry, a lot of people get inspired by graffiti.
the orchid and the water on the
I just
street.
realized my curtains are very similar to the Project Runway curtains. Or maybe I should add in some more, like, illumination and depth and darkness to this side. Somehow.
Those are different things to look at.
Yeah.
And a designer is all about looking at different things.
Okay, let's call them back out.
Okay, let's go. Right, oh God, I hope Dan needs to win this one. I will flip this table over if he doesn't.
There are 7 of you on the runway. 1 of you will be named the winner, and 1 of you will be out.
Oh, piss! Where's the
Chloe, you're in.
sound?
You can use
Oh,
the
you're
runway.
in. There it is. Xylophone.
Nick, you're in.
Well,
you can
I'm
leave
glad.
the runway.
Oh, so it's Zulema then. Zulema?
And now for the winner of this challenge.
Dan. It needs to be Dan, please. Please.
Congratulations. Daniel.
Yay, Daniel! Well done! Well deserved! A wig for the ages.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. We get happy guitar
I feel
sound.
ecstatic about winning again.
Triumph. Trophy.
I'm honestly just focusing on each challenge as they come, and hopefully that's enough to take me to the next round.
Grit. Right, back to the drama.
Andre,
You're safe.
you're in.
You're in!
You can leave the runway.
Yes. Let's think about what we've done.
There are 3 of you left. 2 of you will be in, and 1 of you will be out. Santino,
You're in.
you're in.
Obviously, it goes
Leave the
without
runway.
wigs.
Zulema, you let us down on this one. Your dress was uninspired, unfinished, and no excuse can cover that up.
Oh, well.
Kara, we felt that your dress was unoriginal, and we all felt that we don't need to hear that much explanation.
It's just a bit
Your dress should speak
simplistic.
more than you do.
She's in though, surely.
Kara, You're in.
Oh, we knew it, girly wigs. Saw it from 17 miles away. Oh, Zulema. 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 A dilemma for Zulema.
Are you safe?
Well, Nick got his dream come true.
That means, Zulema, you're out.
She snatched a model and snatched a loss. Gosh, what drama.
Thank you. Bye.
Everyone get your pussy out for Zulema.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Oh dear.
I'm totally fine. I didn't think they would. I never thought they would. What can you do?
It's a competition. It's a game, basically.
So she
I
sent a
wouldn't say,
model home.
Like we're going to be best
went
friends and talk on the phone with one another forever. But we've definitely, definitely become friends.
Quiet room. It's getting more intense, isn't it? Zulema, you need to go up to the workroom and clean up your space, okay?
I think I'm definitely talented enough to be in the final three, but the thing is, this is a competition and you can't make mistakes. Any mistake can cost you.
Yes, that is very true. Oh, goodbye, Zulema. And she turned the light off.
On Project
No!
Runway.
My goodness, my lovelies, what an absolutely juicy episode that was. But it just goes to show you that competitive thinking and being too brutally honest in a competition is not the way to go, especially on reality TV, unless you somehow become a likable villain. I don't know how Santino is doing it, but that is exactly what he's doing, because he will never be taken away from this competition because of the drama that he brings. Although his drama was quite absent in this episode, I thought. It really was Zulema creating the storyline here about evicting one of the models, snatching someone else's, and then happening to lose. Love the photography challenge. I really want to see more of that in seasons coming. I hope so anyway. But my lovelies, let me know what you think about what we've seen in today's episode in the comments box below, because I was on the edge of my wig. And with that, my lovelies, it's time for the Patreons. You can see yourselves scrolling past on the screen right here. Today's Luxeria Labs subscriber shout out goes to Lilua. Thank you so much for subscribing to my second channel here on YouTube, Luxeria Labs, which is my travel and photography channel. If you want a chance of being featured in my next video's Luxeria Labs subscriber shout out, make sure you go and subscribe to that channel. It is pinned in the comments below. And as always, I want to say a massive thank you to my top tier Patreons: Jojo, Orkos Emoji, Ariadia X, Becky Johnson, Cameron Pittman, Shell Herman, ContraPoints, Finch Dunham, James A. Zengirl, Jenny Wood, Leanne Jones, Lenore, Les Banana, Mo Sherman, Morgan Lethay, Miss Kiss, Paula Rivera, Radhika Madala, Samael, Skydorim, Stefutek, and TNS Mum. And you know what, my loves? I think I'm gonna leave it on the note of, if you find yourself in a competitive environment, it's still important to remain likable. And with that, I'll see you in the next one.